Hello, beautiful co-creators. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whoever you are, wherever you are. I hope you are all with me today. Hello. So, yes, Lizzie's life, and let me see. At the moment, I'm just trying to watch his thought. Hello, how are you? Good to have you with me. It's a very little one today. Mostly I'm bringing love, peace, harmony to all. Hello, Watch Your Talk. So good to have you here with me today. And I am trying still to learn to do this live stuff on my own. Happy day to you as well, and to your lovely wife and cats and children and everything. I miss you. And but yes, I'm starting to do live shows, so now and then. Lately life has been a bit difficult, a bit chaotic, so it's not always possible yet to do as many live shows as I would like. But I'm coming to all of you with a lot of love, and bringing people that exactly, because I find that it's important. So it's kind of, I'm still learning. And so I keep not seeing the messages as such. But I think at least Omar is with me, and I'm so glad he is. And I'm ever so grateful for you to actually have invited me on a few occasions on your shows, because they're brilliant. And everyone watching, Watches Life is brilliant, and always go and check Omar's Watches Life, because he shares so much wonderful stuff. And do forgive me because I'm trying to, I'm really trying here to multitask. Oh, thank you. But yes, at these difficult times where we are at the moment, it's ever so important for the great sharing of beingness, of love, of compassion, understanding, and principally also to stand in the power of whom we are. That is very, very important. And it is difficult, I understand, because fear is something that grabs hold of us. And in that fear, in that hold back, we barely breathe, we barely live, and that life is so precious, so important. That is why we are here, right now, at this moment in time. The choice of most of us to be here is to make the difference for ourselves, our children, and our children's children. And not to give those choices away to others. So it is important, that beingness, it is important that great union of hearts, minds, heart-mind coherence, the great hands sharing of all of us together here on this amazing, beautiful planet called Mother Earth, Gaia. And it's it is going through quite a lot together with all of us, because we are all frequency beings. Everything is frequency, because we are frequency, and because we are divine love, we create out of knowing and out of not knowing. So we create with awareness and out of awareness, and that creation can become chaos. It is important to make the choices to stand in the power of whom we are. It is important to make the choices of kind, compassion, love divine, to be our optimal choice, to stand in the power of whom we are, to listen to each other, to share indeed, like Omar, Watchers Talk, and many other that come here to share their love, their heart, their hard work that they put into this. So important, so truly very, very important. Many of us are here. Listening is the key, yes, yes. Listening and being there for each other is the key. Knowing that we are all together creating. We are co-creating. We are part of this most amazing tapestry of life, yes. And love is strong. Love divine is so strong. There may be, indeed, many that try to throw the proverbial spanner in there and create fear. But fear is something that we can use to ourselves as well. I keep having beef, so I'm trying to. But fear, it's something there for us, and for all of us, to also use, not just be used by others. We can use fear for our utmost being aware, yeah? When the deer are eating, yeah? They're at peace, they're at one, oneness with nature, because they are part of it. And their senses are all aware, yeah? And their fear awareness, because they know they could be predator of someone predating upon, a wolf or something. So they're eating, they're doing their thing, and they use fear only when needed for a short period of time to kick out, to flee, to do their thing. We are not the deer. Yeah? So we can use fear with awareness. We can use fear for our own direction of things, not in an endless way. The deer doesn't use it in an endless way. Hello, Dean, welcome. The deer uses it to put the optimum power in the getaway. We can use it in the optimum power of beingness, yes? So let's use all the gifts given to us. Our gut feeling, our heart and our heart-mind coherence, yes? Let's use all what has been given to us, yes? To maximize our experience here on this beautiful planet. To help each other grow, and to have the best possible experience that we can have right here, right now on this beautiful planet. Let's not allow for others to choose our experience. Let us be the ones that choose the experience that we want to be in, the world that we want to be in. So important, so important, beloved ones. So it is important. It is really important. And sometimes we feel, yeah, what can I do? I'm just one. I'm powerless. But love divine is not powerless. Love divine is incredibly awesome, incredibly powerful. Love divine is part of everything, part of oneness, part of you, part of me. We are all together so strong. And yet, when we perceive the world from the point of view of just us, we feel we cannot do anything. And yet, have you noticed when you walk down the street, if there's someone that feels alone, that is sitting there in despair, yeah, just a simple smile from you makes a difference. Yes? And yes, what you talk, forget changing the world, change yourself and the world will follow your lead. Very beautifully said. Because to change the world, you have to change the world from within. As above, so below, within and without, yes? So we change the world by changing ourselves, yes? Because we reflect outward what we want to experience. Very beautifully said, Omar, very beautiful said. And indeed, that is so true. So sometimes we try and change everything and try and change everyone, but we cannot change anything and anyone out there. We can do only by inspiration, yeah? We inspire others by being kind, by being generous, by being loving, by being that shines, the sun that shines from within, yes? Does it make sense? By being that love that shines strong, that is the strength, that walks down the street and smiles at someone that is feeling down and lost. And you smile at that someone in recognition of its existence. When you do that, you give that person the inspiration. It feels noticed. It feels acknowledged. It feels alive. Suddenly, that inspiration, that ray of sunshine that came through you, that is you, suddenly became a blessing to someone. You cannot change that someone, but that inspiration, that ray of sunshine that came from you, the sun that is you, becomes the inspiration for that person to stand up in their own power. So, when you're walking in the desert and you see someone dying of thirst, be the drop of water, be the oasis, without trying to change them, just being yourself, just by being yourself, by being that amazing drop of water, that oasis, the sun that you are. We are all the suns, yes. We are all part of that oneness, that divine love, that divine creation that came here to be, experience the utmost beautiful self and shine that outward. Remember, as above, so below, within and without. Yes? The tree is beautiful when you see it on the outside. The tree is just equally beautiful when you see its root system that mirrors the outward side. Yes? And it is beautiful. And it is connected, interwoven with everything around it. The mycelium brings it life. The mycelium is part of the forest life, the nature life. So are you, so am I, so are we. There is truly no disconnect, although we may perceive that disconnect. It's a perception. It is what has been given to us as we grow up. Yes. We've been given layers of conditioning, the many masks of us that we accepted and created also for ourselves. And these many masks of us become who we know to be ourselves. Yes, we've been lied to in many formats. So that becomes the conditioning that we take on. But we also accept those lies. And we also make them be part of whom we are. Because we are doing that creation out of non-awareness. Eventually we become more and more aware. And then it is our responsibility to indeed step into the knowing of what is truth, what is not truth. Feel what is within your heart. It will tell you. Allow your heart to connect with your mind. Your heart has got a mind of its own. It's a very clever, beautiful tool, instrument of knowledge. Gnosis, yes. It's truly beautiful. So, your heart has a brain, absolutely. It has a mind of its own. It's got its own brain, absolutely. So that is what I mean with heart-mind coherence. It's not the mind that is full of ego, that's full of wondering, and that's full of imaginary thoughts. It's your heart-mind coherence, the heart-mind that knows, that is connected to your true self, your higher self. And when we come here, we enter into forgettingness. We enter into forgettingness. Once we start to learn to talk, when we start to learn to receive other people's thoughts, feelings, emotions, belief systems, we take them into ourselves. We believe that is the truth. And even if we query it, we're told not to query it. We're told to follow what we are told. When we follow what we are told, we are not following our brain, heart-mind coherence brain, yes? We are not following our heart, yes? We only forgot because of lies, yes. But we also have to overcome that, isn't it, Omar? We have to overcome that once we become aware of it. And we have to overcome that, become aware of it, and overcome that. And also, part of it is deconstruction of what has been done to us, yes? So the deconstruction of what has been done to us is to be done lovingly, without beating ourselves up. Oh, you've done this, oh, you believe that. It has to be done all with compassion, with love, self-love, compassion, understanding, and rebuild of self, yes? The rebuilding of self has to come from a loving place. Has to come from heart-mind coherence. Has to come from knowing that we are all connected. Has to come from joy. Has to come from the places that are filled with truth. If you go deep into fear, if you give yourself to fear, you become enclosed, surrounded by moats, surrounded by walls, surrounded by armors. Because when you do that, your vision becomes less and less. And when your vision becomes less and less and less, because you're enclosed in that, you breathe shallower and shallower. You don't walk as much at peace because you are in that enclosed situation. So it's about letting go of that. It's about being yourself. It's about allowing yourself to be. Even making mistakes. Make mistakes. Don't beat yourself up. It's a part of learning. Yes? It's my baby. So we learn every day, and we make mistakes, and it's okay. And we grow every day a little bit more, and that's okay. Mistakes are there, and we learn from them, as long as we don't chastise ourselves. We've been chastised from the word go when we are little, you know. You're dumb, you're stupid, you never amount to anything. Does that sound familiar? And then we learn to chastise ourselves. We make a mistake. You're dumb, you're stupid, you never amount to anything. We do it to ourselves because it was done to us. So that has to stop. That really has to stop. No self-chastising, no self-beating. Embrace that mistake and say, I'm learning from that mistake. I embrace that mistake with love. I do. And then you move from that. And we all have been there. Yeah. We all have been there. Most of us have been there. Even some that will say, no, you know, my life has been blessed. I'm rich. Yeah, I know people whose lives have been, yes, absolutely, yes. And that's why beating oneself up is very bad. But we do that because it is part of the chains, it's part of what we have been told and taught to do. And you have to break the chains by not doing it to ourselves, not doing it to our beloved ones, not doing it to anyone else. So walk the path. Talk the talk, walk the path, be the path, and know that you are the path. Love is the path, and you are the path. And in that, yes, in that beautiful creation, we change things around us because we are all frequency. Everything is frequency. And in that frequency, we change things. We truly do. It's all about, she keeps cuddling me. It's all about beingness. It's all about embracing it. It's all about the love that you are, the path that you are, and the inspiration that we all bring to others and ourselves. Yes? And it is beautiful. It truly is beautiful. And yes, with the amount of fear created, one can be fooled in thinking that we can't make choices. Yeah, one can be fooled into thinking we have to obey. One can be fooled into thinking one cannot breathe anymore, cannot be happy. But it is up to us to make choices to change that. I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen beauty in motion, love in motion. I've seen it. I've experienced it. I know it to be true. So be that. Be that most beautiful being that you came here to be. Yeah? Be everything that you came here to be, and so much more. Yeah? Because truly we are all possibilities, as long as we allow ourselves to be. And when we allow ourselves to be all those possibilities, and so much more, we create more possibilities. We create a wider path, a bigger path. And more people will join that wider path, bigger path. Because truly, the path is you, and you are the path. But we are all on a path, all on a amazing journey. Now, isn't that beautiful? Isn't that truly beautiful? It is. And yet, some want us to believe the opposite of that, and want to create the opposite of that. Are we just going to allow that? Or are we going to keep on making the right choices? Absolutely, beautifully said, Omar, beautifully said. We are all possibilities, absolutely, absolutely. So true, so true. So we come together, even from afar, yeah? There's no far, no distance. No, exactly. We don't have to keep believing the lies. We have to trust what has been given to us, yes? What is within us, yes? Our gut feeling, yeah? You know your gut feeling tells you, oh, don't go that way. And everyone says, go that way, it'll be fine. Trust your gut feeling. We have these tools for a reason, yeah? Otherwise, we can be like the sheeple, yeah? We can be the sheeple. Everyone goes that way. Oh yes, the farmer is calling. Everyone is going in that van. We better go. And your gut feeling is saying, no, I don't want to go in the van. I want to go over there. That other field has got some more grass growing and it looks really cool. I want to go over there. I don't want to go over there. Make the choice. Go over there. Don't go in the van. Trust your feelings. Trust yourself. Very often when we trust ourselves rather than where everyone is going, yeah, beautiful things, beautiful synchronicities start to happen. Kindness, beautiful, loving things start to happen. And sometimes it's just about being courageous. If you're scared, it's just about sometimes being courageous. Yeah. And stay true to yourself, to kindness, to love, to compassionate feelings, to joy. Walk those beautiful paths of love, of compassion, of truthful beingness. But walk them, yeah. I think it's important to make those choices, yes. Different way of putting it instead of the sheep. It's like when you are in a group of friends, I've had that happen to me. Because, when I was younger, being a group of friends, and every week we'd go to watch a movie. And so most of the group would choose a film, and sometimes I didn't want to see the film, but I wanted to be with the group. I wanted to be with the crowd. So I'd pay for the ticket and go and watch the movie and sit there eating popcorn, just to be with the crowd. But I was being with the crowd. We weren't even really talking, throwing popcorn at each other so now and then, have a bit of giggle, watching a movie I didn't even want to watch. And then eventually I made a decision. Yes, I want to be with them, but when it actually comes to the point that we go to a movie, If it's not a movie I don't want to watch, it's okay. They can go to the movie, I go and do something that I like, that gives me joy, and then after the movie we can get together again. So when I did that, I actually created more space, more love, more compassion, more growth. Because they went to see the movie, guess what did I do? I went rock climbing, and I went with another group of friends, and we went rock climbing, and I had lots of fun. Yeah, and at the top of the rock, I could see the ocean, I could see the mountains at the back, and I had great fun. And then I rappelled all the way back. After a few hours, I met up with the other group, told them all about my story. They told me all about the film. We had some food, some drinks, and it was all good, you know. I didn't have to lose the freedom of beingness to stay with them, to stay with the group. I honored the group's choice. They wanted to go that way, and I went another way. I went a different kind of fun. So sometimes you have to listen to yourself, yeah? And stop being scared. They stop being friends with me if I don't go with them, if I don't give in away from what I want to their wants, yes? So sometimes you have to have a leap of faith, have a self-belief, and sometimes maybe they're not meant to be your friends. Maybe if they do not understand that you don't want to watch that film and you want to go and have a different kind of fun whilst they watch the film, if they don't respect you as much as you respect them, then perhaps it's not meant to be. As it happens, they accepted it and I accepted them, and we went different directions, and then we met again. So, yeah, do you see? It's all about honoring yourself. Yeah, you honor yourself. If you don't want to go that way, you go that way. You honor your heart. You honor yourself. But still with respect for others, yes. And still, we stayed friends. We had great time telling each other about each other's experiences and fun that they had, throwing popcorn at each other and watching the movie. And I went rock climbing, which for me was much more fun. And the other time, if there was a film that I truly wanted to watch, then I would stay with them and go and watch the film. But this is just a small example. But these small examples grow into big examples, where we sometimes keep giving away more and more and more away from ourselves. And almost hardly anything of ourselves remains. We give, and never receive. And we give, and never receive. And we come out of balance. Life has to have balance, giving and receiving. If you only give and don't receive, it's out of balance. If you only take and don't give, it's out of balance. Balance is utmost importance in life. Everything has to have a balance. So, I am really truly enjoying being here and doing my little sharing with you today. I am keeping it small today, but I'm going to do more often these little gatherings. Hopefully, Omar, Dean, any of you that may want to join, I'd love to have you with me and have wonderful conversations together. Together we grow. Together we grow. And it is important, the sharing. It's important to love. And even if it's sometimes a very little sharing, it might not sound, I'm not coming across like I have all the knowledge, because I don't have all the knowledge, yes. But sometimes a small gift of sharing, of a experience you had in your life, makes a big difference in someone's life. Yeah? Because they suddenly feel the love. They suddenly feel they are alive and matter. They suddenly feel inspired to be themselves. Yeah, absolutely. You are indeed the universe. You are part of oneness. Yes, you are everything, and everything is you. Yeah. So I hope you'll join me all a lot more. And at the moment, it's all very little, and I have a very small audience, but it will grow hopefully. Small is small, little steps, step by step. Yeah, step by step, day by day, we get there. And for me, yeah, it's quality above everything. Yeah, and if 1, 2, 3 people are there, the love is the same as if there are 100 people. Thank you, Omar, what you talked. Thank you, Dean. Thank you to anyone and everyone who's listening today or on another day. Peace, love, harmony be with you all. Stay strong, stay beautiful, and always be yourself. Because you are a unique being. There's only one like you. Only one like you. You are truly unique, amazing. Shine, shine, shine every day. Know that you are the sun shining. That is how powerful you are. Yes? Shine every day. Be your most beautiful, unique self, always. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being with me. See if I know. See if I know how to undo this. I'll see you in a minute then. And thank you, Omar. Thank you all for listening. Bye-bye.